Subscores, welcome to my week 2 picks. The week 2 just finished up last night with the Chicago versus Minnesota at Chicago. So it's time to make my week 2 picks. First we have Washington at Green Bay. Washington completely wiped the floor with the Giants last week, but the Green Bay also wiped the floor with the Lions. I'm actually going to go Green Bay on this one. Next, we have Cleveland at Baltimore. I fully believe Baltimore's going to come in angry after that horrible loss they had against the Bills with them choking so hard. So I'm going to easily have them going over to Cleveland. Next, we have Jacksonville at Cincinnati. Cincinnati play like dog water versus the Browns, so they should easily beat them. So I'm actually going to go Jacksonville on this one. Next, we have the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys actually played pretty decently against the Eagles on Thursday night, but while the Giants played didn't play good at all, so I want to go with Dallas. Next, we have Chicago at Detroit. Chicago actually played pretty decently against the Vikings, and the Lions didn't play very well. But the Lions are also home. This is a toss-up. Because the Lions are home, I'm going to pick the Lions. Next, we have New England at Miami. Miami played horrible last week. Well, New England actually played pretty decent against the Raiders. Even it was a pretty close game, but it wasn't enough. I'm going to pick New England to win this. The 49ers at the Saints. Saints actually played pretty decent last week against the Arizona Cardinals. But San Fran obviously went toe-to-toe with the Seahawks, so I want to pick San Fran. Next, we have the Bills at the Jets. Being the Bills played up against probably the best team in the league, the Ravens, even though the Ravens choked the game away. I want to say Buffalo, but also Jets actually played pretty good last week against the Steelers, but I believe the Bills are just overall the better outfit, especially with Josh Allen, so Buffalo it is. Seattle at Steelers. Seattle at Pittsburgh. They both played pretty good last week. So this is honestly a toss-up. I'm going to take the home team and say the Steelers. Actually, no, I'm going to go Seattle. Yeah, Seattle sounds better. Yeah. Next, we have the Rams at the Titans. I think it's pretty easily the Rams. They're a much better outfit than the Titans. And Cam Ward played decent last week, but not good enough, especially as a rookie. Carolina at Arizona. I'm going to go hard on Arizona on this one. Carolina's okay, but they did not play well against Jacksonville. So, although Arizona didn't necessarily beat the New Orleans Saints, they didn't beat them down either. So, I guess Carolina could win, but being it's a home, I'll take Arizona. Next, we have Denver at Indianapolis. Indianapolis slammed the Dolphins, but is that how bad the Dolphins are, or was it week 1? And same thing goes for the Broncos. Bo Nix didn't play excellent last week. He played okay. So I think I could see Indianapolis going off again and maybe getting the win here. Next, we have Philly at Kansas City. Philly all day. Kansas City did not play well against the Chargers. Next, we have the Falcons at the Vikings. Wow, this is a good matchup. JJ versus Penix. I think Minnesota have way more weapons than Atlanta does, so I'll give you Minnesota. Tampa Bay at Houston. Give me Tampa. I think Tampa's just a better overall team than Houston is. And the last game of the week, we have the Chargers at the Raiders. Being the Chargers mollywopped they outplayed the Chiefs pretty much. Even though it was close to a one-score game, but still. They outplayed them, but no, I'm going to go Chargers. I think they're probably significantly better than the Raiders. Well, that's my picks for week 2. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and stay square.